getting you set for the 2021 Western Semifinal between the Calgary Stampeders and the Saskatchewan Roughriders. So many great storylines in this ball game coming up on Sunday. Of course, you got the quarterbacks going against each other. Cody Fajardo using his legs, Bo Levi Mitchell, the accuracy, the anticipation, and the veteran leadership in the huddle. The Dickinson brothers, so much to talk about going into this one, and we will. But today, I want to focus a little bit on two receivers that should stand out in this ball game, coming back to the Canadian Football League after some time down south. Of course, I'm talking about Reggie Bagleton and Duke Williams. Now, let's begin by talking about Duke Williams and the impact that he has had on Saskatchewan. In just 4 games played this year, he has an average depth of target of 15.9 yards down the field. That is a massive number compared to what you usually get. Most receivers, even if they're at the top end, will be 10, 11, 12 yards down the field. He's at 15.9. How does that rank against other Saskatchewan Roughriders this season? It's 7.5 yards deeper down the field than any other Saskatchewan receiver not named Duke Williams. Now, trouble with the deep ball we know has been a storyline throughout the season. Heck, Duke Williams got signed because after a game in Week 10 against these Calgary Stampeders, Cody Fajardo said, we need guys who can go up and make big plays, get that 50-50 ball. Well, enter Duke Williams. He hasn't played against Calgary as of yet, but you look at the numbers, 3 of 34 on the year for Fajardo on passes of 30 yards or more down the field to anybody not named Duke Williams. That's a completion percentage of just 8.8%. That is not going to get it done in the playoffs when you need some of these big splashy plays to open up the ball game. So 3 catches for everybody not named Duke Williams on Saskatchewan on balls thrown 30 yards or more. How many catches for Duke Williams on passes thrown 30 yards or more in the air? 3. He has half of the 6 catches of 30 yards or more in the air so far this season. He's only played in 4 football games, folks. He has an absolute chance to crack open this offense and give them the full potential of Cody Fajardo's arm pair nicely with his legs. Will we see it? Jason Moss is certainly going to give him the opportunity as the Riders' offensive coordinator. On the other side, it's all about Reggie Bagleton coming back from the Green Bay Packers. He was the leading receiver in the Canadian Football League in 2019 with 1,444 receiving yards. But in that season, Reggie Bagleton was catching 70.1% of the passes that he was targeted on. This season thus far, back in Calgary, just 9 of 19 targets have been caught, good for 47%. It is an inefficient attack, and they've really been feeling this out with Bo Levi Mitchell, trying to get the chemistry back for them, get them into rhythm, get the efficiency and the timing. It takes a little bit to get that back. Heck, at the start of the year, every receiver in the Canadian Football League went through that with quarterbacks that they've been even throwing in the offseason with. To add somebody late in the year, after Bo has been working with so many other talented players in Calgary's roster, Marky Ambles, Josh Huff previously, Kamar Jordan, Hergy Mayala, Colton Hunchak, Luther Hakanavanu. I mean, you go on and on and on, and now you add Bagleton to the fold. He's figuring it out, but they just haven't got it quite yet. A little something that might give hope, though, down the road here is that in 2019, Reggie Bagleton was catching passes for 14.1 yards per catch. In 2021, on those 9 catches that he has so far, it's 14.7. He's actually creating more offensively. They just have to get on the same page, be more efficient, and if he does, Bagleton will have every opportunity to influence this offense and make some big plays down the stretch against Saskatchewan on the road. Now, which of these 2 receivers do I think has the best opportunity to make some big plays? From what we've seen, Reggie Bagleton is going to work the intermediate routes. He'll take some shots over the top, but Duke is a true big play receiver. And I really do believe that, yes, Saskatchewan's going to run the football a little bit here and there with William Powell, keep things honest. They're going to roll through personnel packages. They're going to change up formations more than any team in the CFL. But at some point, they're going to have to lean on their receivers. And yes, it is Shaq Evans, and it could be the Canadian contingent of Kean Schaefer-Baker, Braden Lennius, Justin McInnis, on and on. But I really think this is going to come down to whether or not they can land a haymaker with Duke Williams. If they can, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 of them, they can put the heat on the Calgary Stampeders. If they don't, if they're inefficient and Cody cannot hit these shots down the field, it could be a tough day for the Riders, especially if Bagleton gets going. I think Duke has an opportunity to be the game breaker that Saskatchewan brought him in to be.